So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called I Was a Teenage Werewolf, 1957. I'm giving this one 5 out of 5 stars. I could have sworn that I've seen this before, but it must have been over 10 years ago because I can't remember any of the scenes whatsoever. It's all a big fog, but I do remember one thing. I loved this movie when I saw it the first time, if I did see it for the first time. And I'm not just imagining things. I'll never know for sure because Yahoo Movies vaporized my movie reviews back in the day. We're talking over 10 years ago. And such is life. I have no record of it anymore. I transferred a bunch of them to YouTube. I just started reading them in my Halloween mask, and that was a while back. But a lot of them were lost, just vaporized. Not even the memory hole or whatever it's called could find those movie reviews. So unfortunate, but nonetheless, this movie's kind of a mix of it and maybe Dark Shadows and a little bit of yeah, that's what it is. It's the teenager is played by Michael Landis, and pretty good special effects. I have to admit, the werewolf is pretty ferocious looking. Oh, it's also a mix of altered states, but instead of going back in time, reverting to an ape-man, he reverts to a werewolf for some reason I cannot understand. I'm gonna go check on my noodles. I'll be right back. Hold on. Sorry about that. I think I'll take the lid off. My noodles haven't boiled yet, but they're almost there. I'm worried that's going to boil over if I dilly-dally with this movie review too long. So this is going to be another AIP thingamabobber. And Michael Landis playing the werewolf. Okay, so Michael Landis is like got too much testosterone going on. He's got his girlfriend, but his girlfriend's parents don't like him because he's too much of a troublemaker. He's always getting into fights and stuff. I'm guessing that he's 15 years old, going through a puberty stage or something. But anyways, he's being told to go see a psychologist. He's not really a psychologist at all, more like the altered states dude, that guy. He wants to turn Michael Landis into a werewolf, and he thinks humankind is evil. So therefore we have to revert back to our original state as a werewolf, apparently. So Michael Landis agrees to be hypnotized into becoming a werewolf, which is kind of odd. the whole hypnotism thing. I just saw a movie like that called The She Creature. So it's kind of a ripoff on The She Creature, I guess. And so he kills one of the kids wandering out in the forest. The inspiration for it comes from the little meeting place that the teenagers go to. I guess that's where Stephen King got the inspiration to write the book It. And he kills some kid walking in the forest, turns into a werewolf, then hears the school bell go off right in front of his ear. He turns into a werewolf and he kills this gymnastics girl. And then the whole school sees that he's a werewolf. Finally, the police catch on. They're like Keystone cops trying to figure out who the killer is up to this point. And that's pretty much the movie. Glorious black and white, of course. I love gothic horror. Anything with werewolf, mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein, any kind of old Dark Shadows episodes. That kind of stuff has a special meaning for me for some reason. I just really enjoy these kind of movies. I'm also watching, I'm almost done watching Invasion of the Saucer Men, which was the original movie, as I mentioned in my previous video, that was remade by Larry Buchanan as the Eye Creatures, or Attack of the Eye Creatures, also known as. And so I'm watching it, and it's almost scene by scene exactly the same. The Eye Creatures and Invasion of the Saucer Men. So the only difference, of course, is the aliens and the actors are different. But it's almost exactly the same. 8 years later, the remake. So kind of interesting. I finally got around to watching most of Invasion of the Saucer Men. And yeah, I got Ballistic Egg versus, what is it? Egg versus Sever? Ballistic Egg versus Sever. I got that one in the mail today, so I'll be looking forward to watching that. And I'm gonna go eat my dinner and then hit the sack. I'm kind of burned out over another 7 hours or something ridiculous. So plus the 8 hours I work my other job, working from home, kind of waiting for work to come my way, which is few and far between during this coronavirus shutdown. Is kind of like all the supply channels are gone for cable construction, and I'm sure for many other industries too. It's odd how the politicians came with essential services, but the essential services are also dependent on other non-essential services. So there's kind of a flow of production going there, or flow of services that's being cut off at the beginning, and it's not good. It's like shutting down the entire economy virtually. So I'm sure the after effects will be felt. They had 701,000 people applying for unemployment benefits. That can't be good. And then they're they're forecast to have 30% of homeowners default on their mortgages. So it's another bad sign, another 2008 deja vu all over again, looks like. So pretty grim economics news happening in the U.S. I wonder what it's like in other countries. Can't be good unless you're in Sweden or that Russian country where there is no lockdown. But anyways, I'll let you go. I know I keep veering off to coronavirus. I keep seeing news about it every day, and it bothers me a lot. So that's the end of my review. Highly recommended. Check it out. I'll post the movie in the description box, and I'll look for the trailer. If I see it, I'll post that in the description box as well. Laters.